this thing on? Can you hear me? Is anybody out there? Hey, tune in. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the homie Big Hank. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the co-host Big Hank. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. Everybody tune in, you dig it? It's funny as hell, my dude. It's where we can kick it. Everything is going down. They about to do the most. It ain't a confrontation, it's a conversation, homie. Yo.
What it do? What it do? What it do?
What's up? What's up? How you doing?
What's up, Miss Uniqueness? Hey, you know
Nothing
that
much.
they're still working on the video. So by Tuesday, they made the newer opening for the Roy
Okay.
Anthony Show with your name in there. It sounds so good. I haven't wanted to share it with you. Remember, I had you send the pictures, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, your hair is divine. Look at you.
Thank you. Thank you.
How you been doing?
I've been doing. I'm here. I'm blessed.
You
Can't
look
complain.
really you look real cool this morning. You always
Thank
look cool,
you.
but I'm just saying, you looking
I
that part.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Seemed like you had a very good past week then these past couple of days.
I just been trying to build myself back up since the new edition or whatever. So I
Yes.
just have to reevaluate who I am as a person. A little more
Yeah.
growth. Time to
Yeah.
think about some things.
You know what? That's a mature thing to do is always try to better up yourself, your own character, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was first let me go through the introductions. Everybody, I'm Roy Anthony. This is my co-star Christina Carter, our other co-star. We call her Miss Uniqueness, if you can see on the screen. Our other co-star, Big Hank, real name Henry Coleman, aka Big Hank. He'll be coming in. He comes in late sometimes because he has to do work for the Lord sometimes. He can't hang with the devil. You got to get rid of the Lord first.
Right.
And we're part of the Woe Entertainment, which was created by Richie King, aka Redneck Pimp, the co-creator Goose, along with our fabulous associate producer Blue Phoenix, and our man Matt. I see Matt Brooks a lot. There's so many other hosts that I be wanting to say their names, and I be forgetting everybody's names. I don't want to say the wrong people and stuff. But the Woe Entertainment was created because of veterans that was coming back from the service and committing suicide. And so the Roy Anti Show prided ourselves for that. We speak on subjects that really can relate to a lot of people. Sometimes we on subjects, Christina, that a lot of people don't know how to talk about. I remember previously when you was first starting, you was breaking things down about what's going on in your family, and some of your family members was like, keep that to yourself. Don't put it out there and all that. You know,
Yeah.
and our producer just came in and said, "See yo,"
See
and
y'all.
he always saying that. Everybody knows, like me and Richard King, the head producer, he'll tease with me like Roy sucks, right? But he doesn't. It's a banter. Everybody knows it, right? And he always
Yeah.
comes in with that and stuff, right? But last this past Tuesday, we had as we be having these technical difficulties that isn't in our control because some of the things that we say, Facebook, YouTube, seems to watch us. That we say anything, it used to be where you do a video and you said something wrong, they then would send you a disclaimer, right? But now not on
Hmm.
us, they have mute us in the middle of our show. It's why we couldn't say
Wow.
the disease and all that stuff, right?
Mhm.
But Monday evening, I got a text asking, was our show going to be bashing Trump supporters and was it going to be negative? And we had some difficulties, so where a lot of people couldn't really get to hear how we was astounding on that. Oh yeah, January 28th, we having a football round table with Roy, Richie, and friends, 8 p.m. I'm looking forward to that. That's when we're going to dissect about some sports, especially about the football. But we want the people to understand, and you help me out, Christina. We never should show anything that we hate or dislike from Trump or his supporters or anything. We may not dislike your preference of picks of your politics or you know your socialness. I don't know you personally for me to dislike you.
Right.
I don't let you ever been where you met someone you don't like them per se, but your other friends do like them, so you kind of put it up because they don't dislike them because you dislike them, or vice versa. You ever been through that?
Mhm. That's why I always say I don't befriend people based on what I heard about a person. I will
Yeah,
always learn them for myself because if you dislike a person, at one point you had to like them. So what did you do or what did you say to become a person to dislike another person? So I
exactly.
really just don't take the energy. I match energy. So maybe you met that side of that person and you brought that side out of a person, so I just always learn a person for myself.
And that's what Dr. Martin Luther King stood up on. Don't measure me off of my race, my creed, my religious beliefs, or my sexuality. Know me by the person, know me for who I am.
Right.
And we all are unique. Um, our Richard King just came in and said, I don't like you guys. I love you.
I
And
love
that's
you
cool.
too.
I love him too. Sometimes, and when I was a kid, it was me and my brother. We had different dads growing up. I didn't know my dad. We dealt with his dad, and sometimes me and my brother would argue in the house.
Mhm.
So one time we had came back from a night service, and I told him, I said, man, I don't like you. And so he goes to my mother. He like, you really say he don't like me. So he said he comes back in with her and say, you supposed to like me. And I said, no, I supposed to love you. I do not have to like you. There's a difference in liking and loving.
Definitely. Yeah.
I love you to where if I saw you in an accident or something, I'm a go out to help you because I love you as a human. But if you healthy and we you talking about, oh man, I'm going to this spot. Well, I don't like you like that, so I'm not gonna go hang out with you.
Right.
Isn't
I
that
think it's
there's a
safe.
difference, right?
Right. But see, sometimes it's not so much. It's people out here in the world that don't like you, but not because it's anything that you did to them. It could be something that they see in you that they wanted to do and couldn't, or it's just your light shining a little bit brighter than they would imagine, or they know if you got your mindset to do something, you know you're gonna go out there and do it. Whereas they're not bold enough or brave enough or persuaded enough to do that, so people cannot even know you and not like you for no reason, you know?
Yep.
So it's not so much of because you pretty or this and that. They probably have low self esteem or what things that happen in their life make them the person who they are. You can't judge a person, you can't judge a person's story if you don't know their storms. So it could be a reason. Like nobody could have never sat down and asked them, well, what you're going through. They probably never had that person to lean on. They held all that inside. And you were just at the right place at the wrong time. And now they don't like you, you
Yeah.
know? So it's a difference. It's a lot of different reasons why people don't like other people.
Yeah, and you know, and it's such a trip that sometimes we measure each other. Like I notice here in our society lately, it's been like who's a Democrat, who's a Republican, and to me, that is the most outrageous, minuscule way of looking at us as Americans. The whole world look at America. We police a lot of countries. We are one of the powers to be in this world. I don't understand why we are going to. It feels like Crips and Bloods. Who's red? Who's blue? I see where a lot of blacks, which I don't understand about the history of why are there so many of us Democrats as Democrats when it was Republic. We was Republicans because Abraham Lincoln was a Republican
Hmm.
who signed in the Emancipation Proclamation, and we was able to obtain freedom. Now, when I see situations in our country where it says we're supposed to be the United States,
Yeah.
when I fill out a application and it's kind of worldwide, they don't put on South United South America, or because South America is a
Mm-hmm.
country where that's where Mexico and Colombia.
Hmm.
They say United States. Now, it also bothers me when sometimes when people who don't know the difference that United States is a country, Africa is a continent. They have
Hmm.
they have many countries like the United States is in that continent. I mean, that continent is the biggest continent in the world.
Hmm.
It it trips me out when people group Africans as in one thing. We had these cartoons. You remember how they would have the cartoons where the Africans had the big lips and the bone through the nose? Well, that was
Hmm.
a particular tribe. That's like if we was in the United States,
Yeah, I was
that
trying to
tribe,
say, wasn't it a tribe or
yeah,
something?
probably could be. So if it was in the United States, that tribe, let's say that tribe is in Arkansas. That tribe don't speak
Hmm.
for you and me in different states. Now, why I'm bringing this up, because sometimes our society paints us all in one group. Sometimes white people are scared of blacks. And when you fear something, I remember when I was a kid growing up in the neighborhoods, they used to say, the last thing you want is someone to be scared of you, because when a person is scared of you, they tend to do anything against you because of their fear. They not gonna fight you by hand. They rather shoot you because they scared of you. If a monster came to you right now, Frankenstein, like, oh, and you had a gun and you scared him, what you gonna start doing?
I'm gonna unload the clip. That's what I'm gonna do.
He may just be like that, like, oh, he coming to you. You want some of
That's
my
judging the book by
Oreo
its cover,
cookies?
you know, the first instinct. But he was gonna have to get that round, you know. We was gonna talk about it later, but he was gonna have to catch that round. If he
Yeah,
ain't
you see
speak
what I'm
before
saying?
he got there.
Because you scared him, so he's doing like this. "Arr." But then what if he gets to you and he be like this? "Arr, you want some of my Oreo cookies?" You like, oh, I thought you was coming to do damage.
Because people already painted a picture about this person beforehand. You see what I'm saying? So when you see this one, just like they be like when they be looking for people like they armed and dangerous, you know, and it could be a whole nother situation. You see what I'm saying? So it's how people paint this picture. And that's
Yeah,
how people react based on how they painted a picture of this person.
Well, that's
So,
why I looked at it like I don't trip. I don't blame the police when they had to shoot back at someone who's shooting back at them. What I have a problem with is when someone you stopping with a basic traffic stop, your tag's expired, or your headlight is out, or your brake light is out. Why do you got your gun with your hand on your gun, or you got your gun drawn? Who do you think you stopping? El Chapo? Do you think El
mm,
Chapo's gonna stop because of my plate? He gonna call somebody and you following him and you gonna go into some type of trap or something.
right.
Who are you stopping to where you feel you got to kill this person? And I'm not saying all police. I'm just saying it was a lot. And what really gets me is that when in our constitution we can protest civilly. A lot of people don't want you to protest peacefully, so they send out people themselves, or they come out themselves and break into stuff to make it seem like a peaceful protest has turned into a unlawful riot.
Hmm.
When they do a survey and all these people are saying we came to be peaceful, you making more when you're telling me I have a curfew or you need to be in the house and all this stuff. Wait a minute. I thought we live in a democracy where our democracy is free. Richard King goes through this. He has like an afro. They sometimes mistake him as a light skinned black man. He has the curly hair because of the Native American in him.
And that's again judging a book by its cover. That's it. And the word United States, united is so contradictory because it's a division. United States is divided, even in the games like the red and the blues, and then the Democratic and the Republican, then blacks and whites. So it's still divided. That's why United States, it seems like it's so contradictory because it's not united and it
But
has not been.
we're united in the military. You know, when they go out to another country or they have to fight war, whatever, no matter what race you is, you got to know how to stand your post. If you, me,
Mhm.
Richie King, got to go infiltrate this particular building, then there's a process of how we do that. I got your back. You go into the thing. Then why Richie got our backs, why I had to hit this corner. And they have maneuvering it. And it doesn't say, and that's why our subject today was God, because our country says, in God we trust. That's the main thing. And sometimes I want to ask, because our subject today is if God unifies, that means that the devil causes division. But it seems like we don't want to recognize the devil. But in God we trust. That's what our money says that. Our justice system saying God we trust. And it gets a question, and then what God are you serving? I saw former President Trump holding the Bible. And I was like, okay, the Bible was upside down, but I didn't, it's like, hey, he had the Bible and he's standing, but I didn't know till later on that it was countless of people being beat back to get back for this photo op. See, when 9/11 hit, we was all unified. I think I could say that's when America was really the United States was when the terrorist attacks.
Yeah.
It was blacks, whites, Latino, Asians lost their lives in that building. For the life of me, I didn't understand if you hit me or I found out somebody hit you in your jaw, Johnny Big Fellow hit you in your jaw. we're not gonna go after Luther B. Little. We're gonna go after Johnny Big. You know what I'm saying? Who hit you? I couldn't understand for the life of me why was we going after Saddam Hussein if Bin Laden is the one who had something to do with attacking us.
Mhm.
But who am I to call? You know what I'm saying? It seems like some things is a smoke screen. If my family died in 9/11, I want justice. When we're Americans, I don't care what race you are. If I hear the police killed you, I want to know the reason why.
Right.
And if there's no reasoning, then as an American, I should be able to peacefully protest against the disgust of it and don't have to worry about, oh, somebody's looting it. We're trying to get the word out. Some people, sometimes it seems in our society, they want you to take this ripping your ass and don't say nothing. Take this pee in your face and just go and accept that it's acidity rain. They want you to accept it. That's why I like people like Cesar Chavez. They felt like they didn't have no words. Get out there, Mexicans, and pick beans and vegetables. Cesar Chavez said, hey, look here. I got a mouth. I can speak. He said, I'd rather die on my feet than to live the rest of my life on my knees. A lot of people are scared, so they say little things behind them, the comfort zone. Do we have any problems with Trump supporters? That's not even an issue with me. Them people ain't did nothing. I know some people now who are good Trump supporters. Them good people. That's just their political beliefs. Richie King schooled us. It's the president doesn't do nothing really for us in our states. It's your governor and your city commissioners and your mayors. Like your mayor down there in Clarksdale, Mississippi, gave himself a $120,000 raise.
Mm.
But when I drove down to Clarksdale, it seemed like it could be a lot of improvement as far as housing and stuff.
What you said? Yeah,
You
hey, your
know,
whole front end messed up. They don't fix the roads, the sewage and stuff backs up. The certain streets flood out.
because
Just
he's flying out here to LA to kick it.
sad.
When I see guys really still don't know how to read and they spell Mississippi M I crooked letter I, crooked letter I, hump back I. I'm like, what the world? You know, Miss Jeanette Moore,
Mhm.
she said for sure. She in that. I miss Miss Moore. Have you been sending her the link thing?
I didn't get the link. The all I got was this one.
Yeah, so she can
I didn't
come in
get
and
the
see.
second link.
Yeah. Oh well, that was for the youth. She's on the YouTube one.
That's what she on. Let
Yeah,
me see.
she
Hold
just
on.
spoke sped for sure. Um, why your picture off? Why until Miss Unique comes in? I consider myself, and a lot of homies consider me an ambassador of the ghetto. When I say the ghetto, doesn't mean it was just for blacks or just Latinos and what. The ghetto is based upon lower income, and you're trying to survive within the same democracy that every time you look on TV, they selling you something. She's gonna send you the link now, Miss Moore. Um, I feel like sometimes that we concentrate on some of the negative stuff. I think that sometimes we don't even take a thought. I was reading about some of the guys, these guys called the Proud Boys. I had nothing against them. They have their beliefs and stuff, and you know. And but what I did find out is that some people likes to be with someone who's thinking like they are. If you're negative, they negative. If you positive and you hang with someone who's negative, you're always going to be disagreeing and arguing because they see their glass half empty and you see your glass half full. Like I was saying, I'm an ambassador. I grew up in the neighborhoods. I found where I can pull up out. I had the junior colleges right there, and I took the time to just say, "Hey, let me take a class here." And I just kept taking a class, and next thing you know, I have an associate's arts degree. So next thing you know, I'm working, but I still come back, and because I live in the neighborhood, just because I'm working, don't make me wealthy enough. I just had to build up my what they call our credit, which is sometimes biased. Some people ask me, they heard it say, "Oh, you said you like Trump." I said, I never did dislike Trump. Now, I don't like his political views. Doesn't mean that I have never knocked another man's hustle. Without me, I'm not going to sell out my neighborhood or myself or my family or nothing. But I, some of our enemies is our own family members and and church people and all that. And see, I wanted someone else to say that. Our producer said it. I wanted him to say this, and this is absolutely true. You see what he said, Christina? Credit the
Mm-hmm.
white man's tool for discrimination. That's for real. I've had where I make just as much as this one guy I'm co-working with. They tell me, they tell me, oh, well, this and that is on your credit. You can't get a house, but he gets approved. Why? Because of the color of my skin? Not because of you got to know who I am? And it's not just black and white. It's not just a black Latino. It's not Latinos, whites, and stuff. It's characters of it's the characters of people. How do you know who I am unless you get to know me? Wait, here's the other co-star came in. What's up, Big Hank?
What's happening with you, Roy? What's going on, baby?
Oh, you got it, man. Christina was just on some have she just got off of the dark, but I was just astounded on what Richie King said because we was talking about, and he said credit is white man's tool for discrimination. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, we can say we feel that,
Yeah.
but he knows that.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You and I work hard. Let me tell you, America, something. This is Big Hank. This is my co-star. Y'all been knowing Big Hank. He works for the church. We were just saying he got to do God's work before he come work with us devils and heathens. He has to have the
Thank
protection
you.
of
Thank you, Lord.
Christ around him. You feel
Thank
me?
you, Lord. Thank you.
Hey, me and Big Hank took a 72-hour challenge of recognizing the demons.
Yes, sir.
So it seemed to me, I was like, okay, I tried to cheat by staying in the house.
Yeah.
Oh, that didn't help me at all.
I'm called on the phone.
I was getting phone calls.
The devil said, nigga, you forgot we got phones, nigga. We got phones.
Hell, hey, even and it be your own personal people. Even my
Yeah.
own mother called me, just went off about something, and it was like, oh, it was just disrupt. I said, I had to recognize you just gonna let that demon make you call me to talk about some stuff that has nothing to do with me and just fussing. Didn't ask me if I was doing anything, whatever. Just like what
Yeah.
the, you
Yeah,
know,
it'll track you down, man. It'll track you down, man. I promise you that.
wanted though. Wait, but here's
Yes, sir.
Miss Uniqueness is back up.
Oh, there she go. Christina Carter. Hey,
Hey, hey,
what's happening, man? You look gorgeous
not
today.
much. Thank
Mhm.
you.
I told her she was right there bright and early. We was Then I tell her, I said, God, Big Hank is doing God's work. Then he come and mess with me with
You
this
see her where
demon
I'm
over
at?
here.
I'm right here at the church right now.
Man, that part
Yes,
and
sir.
stuff. And
Faithful.
see, we I want to get in this since we're 30 minutes into the show, which is deep calculation of thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw Miss Moore in the background. There she is. Boy, they looking fine down there in Mississippi. How you doing, Miss Moore?
All is well. All that Jesus ain't look like that. That's what that is. It's just
Okay.
Jesus. How y'all doing? Happy New Year to y'all.
Happy New
Happy
Year
New
to you
Year, Miss
too.
Moore.
Yeah, I ain't
Looking
seen
forward to
y'all. It's
seeing
good to
you
see
again.
y'all.
Good to
Yes,
see
Always
you
sir.
good to
Yes,
too.
see
sir.
you.
Always,
2022.
always. 2022. Yeah.
Yes.
God has been good to us.
Oh, that's
I just
righteous.
I saw it. I was on YouTube because I saw it. So I just wanted to chime in and say hello to y'all. Let y'all know I'm always in the background and I'm
Yes.
always praying, lifting y'all up, and y'all keep doing your thing and don't stop. Just keep going. Just keep going. Just let
Thank
your
you.
little light just keep on shining. You be
Thank you, Miss
that
Moore.
light in the midst of all the darkness. Don't care what it is, you just keep going. Because you got an
That,
assignment. So
thank you,
Thank
just
Miss
you.
do
Moore,
your
man. We
thing.
appreciate
You're
that.
doing
And
good.
and you
Y'all
look
doing
Appreciate it.
gorgeous.
good.
You looking gorgeous today too. What you doing today, man? Where you going?
I'm doing that thing called work. I'm
Okay,
in
that's what's
route.
up. That's what's up,
That's
man.
what
That's
I'm
what's
doing.
up.
I'm
I
going to
see
be
you.
that servant that the Lord has allowed me to be. Going to
Keep
serve
on
his
being
people.
That's
keep on
righteous.
being a keep on being a mentor to me, man. That's what you are to me, a mentor, man. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay on
But thank you so much. Well,
you.
hey, I didn't get here overnight. I had to crawl and cry and all that other good stuff. But God,
That's right.
He
That's
got me
right.
to where I am. So and I'm grateful. So that's what
Well,
that is.
Amen.
it's
That
good
my
to see
Amen
beautiful
for that.
you.
daughter here. It's
Hey,
always
Mom.
Amen
good
for
to
that.
see y'all. Hey, love bug. Oh, let me tell y'all. Y'all know we getting ready to go on a retreat. It's called the delivery room, and we're gonna do some birthing. We're going to birth some stuff out, get rid of some stuff. So when
Yeah.
y'all see Miss Uniqueness when she come back, if she look like she done lost about 30 pounds, just know she was in the delivery room.
She was in the
It's
retreat,
going down.
huh?
It's going down. Yep. So we're gonna be Washington D.C. bound. Yep. We're going to
That's what's
check the
up.
roof off. Y'all think
That's what's
Trump
up.
did something in Washington? Wait till we get there. It's gonna be on. Yeah.
That's what's up,
Well,
man.
it was good seeing you,
So
Miss Moore.
it's
I'm gonna
always
put
good
you.
seeing you. So I'm gonna go back in the background and y'all keep going.
Okay.
Love y'all.
Love you
All
Love
right.
you
too.
too, Miss
Love you
Moore.
too.
Love you, Miss Moore.
Now, look, I want to bring this up, y'all. We talking about me and Big Hank. We was going through, we was talking with them too. Said about we don't dislike people and stuff. And then I started thinking, you know, guys to unite, that we got to recognize that the devil divides. One of the things I'm so tired of is hearing about other people's relationships, like Jada Smith and Will Smith, Kanye West, Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Every time I look up this, but I have to share this one, man. This story caught my attention. It's
Mm-hmm.
about with our rapper Drake. I don't know if
Right.
anybody heard this story. I'm calling it the head of the story is called Hot Sauce in a Used Condom.
Oh,
Have
Hot
you
sauce
what?
heard
in a used
have you
hot
heard
sauce
about
in a
this?
used condom.
In a used condom? If I was to give a subject of this little piece right here, it would be called Hot Sauce in a Used Condom.
Mm.
True story has happened a couple of days ago. Drake, the world renowned rapper Drake, met a model at a club or whatever, and consently they went to his spot, hotel, and after drinking and smoking weed a little bit, kicking it, Drake was very gentlemanly. He asked her would they had like to have sex, where she consented, and he wasn't ripping her stuff off. He said he kept it very consensual. He put on the Jimmy hat, very mature. She talked about the size of his penis and that he likes the dog position. I gave him thumbs up. And so that once he came responsibly, he took the condom in the bathroom He put hot sauce in it to kill the sperm and threw it in the trash.
Smart man, smart man.
Smart man. Well, the lady didn't know he put hot sauce.
Say it ain't so, man.
She
She
did
went
not
to the
go get it.
bathroom. She went to the bathroom to try, and I've said this, that there's been women that try to trap guys. She went in the
Yeah.
bathroom and pulled out the condom and took the excess of the sperm that was in there and shoved it up inside herself. Well,
Well,
she
that was a
started
hot cat.
screaming. It was screaming and burning. It was burning.
Well, she got burned in a whole different
So she's
light.
trying to now sue Drake for adding hot sauce.
Yeah.
If curiosity killed the cat, burned the cat, it was a person, it'll be her. Burned
But
her cat. That's a shame.
the manipulation, and now she's suing because the demons in you told you, yeah,
Man,
going to get this baby by Drake. So you
hey,
get,
hey, I want how long do sperm stay alive once it's out of you? How long do
I,
your sperm stay alive?
I don't know, but I've known
Mm,
this before where I was, as a teenager, I was told to be safe to flush it in the toilet because it was common then.
right. I remember.
I've seen where some guys said, "What you mean? I got you pregnant. I had on a Jimmy hat."
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh no, no, no."
There's some ignorant women out here like that now.
So she went, and she's so much in pain because it's still been burning these past 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Now they got to put it on the label on the hot sauce. Please do not insert into
This
yourself.
is your coochie when after having sex. Please
Yeah.
don't do it. Please
But the
don't do
Not
it.
thing
for
is,
internal use.
she okay. What if he didn't, and she impregnated herself? The story's totally different now.
But the truth of the matter is, he disposed of it as he should have, and he had extra precaution by putting hot sauce on it.
Yeah, but
Now,
I'm saying is,
her
what if?
ignorant ass goes and do that and end up one of his little soldiers march. I wouldn't even be feel like he should be held responsible. That
But
was
see,
her
that's the thing, though.
problem.
But that's the thing. See, that then it becomes all phenomenal. Like, what if he hadn't put the hot sauce in
Right.
and she got
Mhm.
pregnant?
Right.
Now Drake looks like, oh, you just out here just impregnating women.
These folks trying to find fast
But
cash, way to pin somebody.
what if she would have got pregnant with the hot sauce? Her baby would have looked like Hellboy. It'd have
No.
a half of a horn and a no horn thing now. See, but look at the deceitfulness. And some people say she got what she deserved.
Yes.
But she could have kept it to herself. But let me tell you, the ignorance and the love of money is the root of evil. Not having money, the love of money is the root of all evil. She thought she
Yeah.
was going to get a pay by letting me have sex with her.
She got paid.
He used the Jimmy hat. Then
Yeah.
he throws it in the trash, but he puts hot sauce in it to kill the sperm.
Yeah.
She goes in there. Oh, I got to use the bathroom. He said, okay. And she's in there trying to whoop whoop. Next you know, she's screaming, ah,
Nasty,
ah,
man.
we had a hot sauce.
Na- Nasty, man.
But now she's suing. She's trying to sue him.
For putting the hot sauce in the thing.
And let me tell you something.
For
Y'all, I
protecting
wouldn't be
himself.
surprised if it don't have a day in court.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's cold game right there, man. That's a cold one.
Because guess what her lawyers could say? Well, Mr. Drake, instead of doing that, you know that you've seen women do this before. So you called yourself, in case she tries to do this, that she's going to burn, you could have flushed it in the toilet. See, this
Yeah.
is what our judicial system does sometimes is painted that you the victim, but now you're the perpetrator.
Yeah.
And dude said funny thing, she probably will win. Now you and I looking at this, it's like this is most outrageous. Some people say she got what she got, but our judicial system is so fiendish that they would ask him, Mr. Drake, have you done this before? Well, yeah, I've had women try to get this. So you knew that she might go in there and do this, and you put hot sauce in it.
No, Your Honor, I didn't know that she would, but if she did, she was
And
gonna
but
get it.
see, it's the if.
Yeah.
Because they said, well, why didn't you just dispose about flushing in the toilet? You was in a hotel. You don't have to pay for plumbing. And it seems outrageous when outrageousness is our society right now.
So motherfucker got to dictate to you how you throw stuff away. Ain't that some shit?
But that's how.
Yeah, you can't
Okay,
dictate to
look
me.
here.
I already threw it in the trash.
Yeah, some people don't rush the Capitol.
Hmm.
They go big, bad, and bold with it. But
Yeah.
now they're facing personal persecution. Some of them is crying. When you and I know why I'm a law abiding citizen because if I break the law, I know where I'm going.
Hmm.
And they give us more time because you can go to jail for manipulation. That's what this lady seemed like she needs to be going to jail because
Yes.
she tried to manipulate the situation. But what they
Right.
call it is due process. Now, does it seem outrageous? Yeah, it seems outrageous. But if you flip it side, if you was her defense lawyer, Big Hank or Christina, y'all was her defense lawyer willing to take it. I know if I was her defense lawyer, I'm going to say, have you been accustomed that this going to happen? You know you worth millions, and these women wants to get this, wants to get money. That's what it's about. Somebody just said, look what somebody said, and he said, Richie or somebody from the one that came from there's people mad that he killed his future babies.
Huh.
How dare you do them babies like that? You didn't give them a chance. Hey, it wasn't babies, it was sperm. Those are babies.
Mm.
No,
He
you
should
want
have
to tell me
threw it
there may
against the
be a
wall.
law on how you supposed to dispose of your condom with sperm in it.
Hmm.
They fighting against abortion. I always felt like it's a person who has their own rights to their body. Who
Right.
am I to tell somebody? Some people got tattoos all over their neck and their face. I be saying, if they worked at my bank, I'm not going to their teller line.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? I may be
Yeah.
discriminating against someone with tattoos all over their face. I don't think I want
I
them working.
mean, it's just like different job titles. You know, it's you have to clean up depending on where you work. Now they got makeup though that you can cover up the tattoos and stuff in your face, and it look like your skin and stuff. So they really trying to help people get the jobs that they really qualify for, but because of those tattoos and stuff, they
Because I
can't.
don't want my doctor to be all tatted up like, yeah, he got a big old hook in his nose and all that. Yeah, man, you ain't going, no, man. I think I want that guy that looks just like a regular person. You know what I'm saying? That's just my persona. But if I'm sick and he's the only one who could help me, then so be it.
Yeah.
I'm just
Uniforms
saying,
describe the kind of person you are anyway. If you gonna be a doctor, you're gonna see somebody in a doctor uniform. So if you see, you can pretty much tell they somewhere in that field. But most people they judge, and some people now everybody wear that stuff. You really don't know who a doctor, who's not, because everybody wear it. So you
And
really don't know.
I don't have no problems with that. But what I do have is when we take on some, like me bringing up this conversation about Drake. I don't know why that stood out of all the news I was reading, where some people will actually do what they can to say, "Hey, I want to take them to court." My grandmother said, "When you make it, your 81st cousin gonna come out." Now here's somebody consensual. He didn't threaten her. He didn't snatch her panties off and everything. She was very descriptive of him. You know, she even gave him his size, and I'm like, Drake is about 6'1", 6'2". His size didn't appropriate, but that's on him. You know what I'm saying? They said he was like 7 inches and he was really hard, and he liked it in the doggy style for 20. This is this lady's thing to the police department. I was going to bring it up, and I'm like, this is crazy in the mud. This ain't nothing but a demon.
Mm-hmm.
They don't give her name. They give Drake's name.
Mm-hmm.
He like,
Yeah.
I said, Drake, what did you do? He said 0 and 100 nigga real quick.
Uh-huh. Uh,
Well, I'm just saying this is our society that we're facing.
yeah.
You got the cold lyrics. You make money. Next thing you know, you got everybody and their brother trying to get something from you from the lyrics you wrote. Did you know I was reading in New York, they are prosecuting rappers off the lyrics that they've quoted in their songs.
Nah.
Hmm.
No, that Jay-Z and them has been trying to fight that. They said her name is Hoban the slut. I don't, that's what somebody said. But they've been prosecuting people um by using their lyrics. The district attorney and the police department is using their lyrics as evidence, as a sworn testimony.
Man, that's some bullshit. Cause a
Now
lot
that's
of
the
niggas,
part.
cause a lot of niggas is just telling stories that they wrote. How you gonna give me some time for a story that I wrote?
And that's the thing, Big Hank. We know what's all right. People don't understand. Let me ask. Fiction is non-real. Like that's
Nah,
why they
real.
say science fiction. If
Right.
they say non-fiction, then that means that it's true.
Right.
Most rappers or singers is very fictional. All right, remember the what was those boys called, the BC Boys?
Yeah.
Now you know good and well he didn't ride in the cowboy days. They in modern time. They didn't. The sheriff didn't come at him for what he did with his daughter. I did it like this. I did it like that. I did it with a wiffle ball bat. Some rappers went to the White House and
Hey.
said this and all that. Look at Big Hank just be like, hey, y'all see he's a neighborhood person there.
Yeah, man. Thought that was my wife down there moving that stuff. What's happening, man? What you doing, baby?
I'm taking you off the background and you come back
All
when you
right,
come
man.
back.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Tell Miss Hank I said hi. Our society, man. Do we ever just if you ever just looked at it, people can pull guns on you while they in front of their house and they tell you they had the right to do so. You ain't at their porch, you ain't in their yard, you walking down the street in a group. I seen a lady go off because people was popping fireworks. She comes out going off. They call some of these people Karens. It's not just white ladies that are Karens. There's black guys, black women, white guys, Latino dudes, Latino women that are Karens, want it their way, got this selfish um, mannerism about themselves that everybody else is happy, but your spirit is so crabby patties that you will push out all of this junk and try to exploit someone else. When these guys shot Ahmaud Arbery, why did they think that they could be in charge? To me, justice was blind because they got what they wanted. They should have minded their business. You knew that man didn't have no weapon, but yet you accuse. You sure ain't running up to me and my people. Do I threatening people? Oh no, I don't threaten people. I'm into where every man minds his own, take care of himself. I'm a comedian. Sometimes I say things that is not cool. My producer said, like comedians, we would be in trouble for jokes. Some of the stuff that I say, I make it up. You know, I mix realness with fantasy, but doesn't make me. You back in, Big Hank?
Yes, sir.
Okay. They said, like comedians, we would be in trouble for jokes. Come on.
Right.
This is what I'm talking about, our judicial system. You will convict me over lyrics that I said.
Huh.
But
That's
yet,
right.
you want to go against the rapper. Well, why not the record label? Why
Hmm.
not go to MCM and you know the major record labels that distributed this, and now you want to hold that against me while you making money left and right off of us. Get the
Mm-hmm.
money from his royalties and then get free labor while you throw him in the penal code.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, we not supposed to say anything. We supposed to show style and grace. I
Yeah.
tell people all the time, it's like I tell like these churches, how do you control a group of people? Through the pastors in the churches.
Hmm. Hmm.
And if they want to, here we are got major social things going on, but you want to talk to me about what happened with Moses and David at the time. No, let's talk about what's happening right now and how this word fixate with what's going on. That's what the pastor said. He said, let's keep ourselves from being around other people until you come to church. How can we kill this particular disease if we don't start trying to think of hygiene? I'm been in the airport so many times. I'm seeing guys walking out the bathroom still not washing your hands. Got a mask on and just walk right out. I'm telling you, we need to. Me and Big Hank and Brandon Peters and some of us have been opening up a production studio, and that was going to be one of the skits that we want to be a hygiene police squad.
Mm-hmm.
Confront somebody coming out that bathroom.
Hey, you nasty man! Stop right there.
Look, Big Hank, I seen this video. This guy went to he didn't even know that he was a focus of their of this little film thing they did. This
Uh,
nightclub focused itself on one guy, so they had painted this kind of paint on this counter when you first walk in that you can only see through ever fluorescent lights that was yellow, right?
right.
So later on that night, they went back to the video and and followed the guy. Now, the only thing you could see everybody else is monochrome back. It's like black. They like everything black. Only thing that you can see is from where the yellowness of this paint is on his hands, right? To show
Right.
you how how these diseases spread.
Mm-hmm.
By the end of the nightclub, man, he had actually touched other people's hands and stuff, and they went around. So he asked his
Right.
lady to dance. He grabs her hand. Now it
Right.
shows a yellowness is on her hands.
Right.
He touched her shoulder. So they accidentally, there's this guy bumped into him by accident. And he said, dude said, oh, excuse me. And he patted him on the back, oh, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Now that dude, a stranger guy, went to his part of the room with somebody, and this girl touched him on his shoulder, was giving him a hug. Now it's on her hand.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it showed how where the yellow paint, which started at one spot, by the
All
time the
over.
club, it was all over the club,
Yes, sir.
on glasses, on counters. Where some guy
Mm-hmm.
went and stood by the speaker, and the best song came up, and he's like, "Yeah!" In his handprint, there's a yellow stain there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, we supposed to be right. I think the people would have tried to take over January 6th. They wanted us to go back into the yes. I ain't looking you in your eye. I ain't going in that front door.
All right.
Big Hank, you better stop that. You know the people get mad at you. You
Yeah.
can't be sitting out there in front of that church smiling at the neighbors. You
Yeah.
better go to the back of that church. Don't let boy take you. Them people gonna get you.
Right.
But we
Yeah.
tell the whole world, and I tell all our military, because Woe Entertainment was based on our veterans that comes back and commits suicide.
Mm.
People in our lives that's committed suicide. And you know, this is touch with Big Hank, who had a suicide in his family.
Yeah.
Because our society makes it where some people feel like they don't fit.
Yeah.
But we all fit. If y'all listening, we all fit in this.
Yes, sir.
One of the first, before we leave, one of the first sermons I heard from Dr. Williams was about when the guy, the prophet, killed his wife, cut it in 12 pieces.
Yeah.
And I had never heard this, that God instructed people to ponder these things, think on these things, and speak upon these things. Because if you don't, it's going to happen
And
again.
again, yeah. Yeah.
I'm so tired of people saying, this ain't the time to talk about it. Oh, no, keep that hush hush. No, no. Because if you don't speak on it, it's going to happen again.
Yeah.
I want America to know, and the rest of the country, we're, we're not your enemies.
No,
We're not
sir.
even against people that, you know, they question, they keep thinking that us as blacks don't like Donald Trump. Former President Donald Trump, I show him respect. I might
Yeah.
go, I may have words with his son, like, oh, well, shut up, man, you on your dad's tip. But when it comes to his dad, I'm gonna be like, hey, how you doing, Mr. Trump?
Yeah.
Who am I to say, you know, because where I grew up, it's not the guys that you can see coming. We see how President Donald Trump was. It's the ones that smile in my face and stuff and hide behind the mask.
Mm-hmm.
I never said that President Joe Biden is innocent or whatever. I don't know him like that. I've lived in the same state of Vice President Kamala Harris. I don't know him like that.
Mm-hmm.
I hear Maxine Waters and Nancy Pelosi. It just seems like they milking for tax because I don't know what they done for me,
Mm-hmm.
but I respect my elders.
Yeah.
Big Hank, you
Yes,
have a
sir.
wonderful weekend. You know, we going to talk other stuff,
Yeah.
between them, but you have a wonderful, blessed weekend.
You too,
I want
Roy.
people to understand Big Hank right now is he's the head deacon of the church. Some
Mm-hmm.
people are like, oh, what's how you talk with it? Look here, check this out.
Mm-hmm.
You better think about what God took us from.
True. Yeah, took
You
me
look at the
from.
minor, minuscule stuff, but
Yes,
look at
sir.
what God done brought us through, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And he
Appreciate you.
must be responsible because that church stayed clean. The
Yes,
people
sir.
love coming to that church for their loved ones going home
Yes,
and
sir.
all
Yes,
that. The
sir.
pastor trusts him.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Uh, uh, it's a way that seems right to a man. That's them cats, man. I don't worry about what they talk about, man. I do what God want, man. You dig what I'm saying? I do what God want, man.
Because only God can judge us. Am I correct?
Oh, that's it. That's it.
He's the only one who can judge us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And if God is for you, who can be against you?
Who can be against you? That's right. Yes, sir.
We've been telling the whole world that we believe in the spiritual God
Mm-hmm.
who
God
gave
is
us
spirit and
salvation through
God is
his son
spirit
Jesus
and love.
Christ. That's our
Yeah.
belief.
Yes, sir.
Now, I tell people don't get it misunderstood. I'm not that Christian person. I tell people, try Jesus, don't try me.
Don't try
Because I
me. Yes,
will
sir.
fight. They're like, I thought you supposed to turn the other cheek. I did when I ignored you the first time.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
You ain't gonna keep, I bet you want to keep hitting Jesus in his jaw. But he took it because he had the ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah. He was on a mission.
He was on a mission.
Yeah, he was on a mission.
And some people, and I want to end this with this. Like some people, you don't want to believe in Christ, but it's so funny how our whole world bases our time system off of Christ.
Yes,
BC
sir.
is before Christ.
Yes, sir.
AD is
AD
during
is
Christ.
after. AD is after.
I thought it's AC or AD after death, right?
After death. Yes, sir.
Now look at that. Everybody does this.
Yes, sir.
Every country. He must be right about something. It's the only religion I know. You concentrate on God and Jesus. Something
Mm.
does happen. I don't care how much you chant Hindu
That
and all that. Nothing happens.
that poor. Yes,
I
sir.
start feeling remorsefulness and everything and sorrowfulness for stuff that I've done.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, who am I to talk about it? I'd rather, they're going to say, bro, you need to get in front of that church too. It ain't the church that's going to save you, though.
Not at
The
all.
building structure ain't going to save you.
Nope.
You know. But
Not at
anyway,
all.
man, I love you very much, man.
Love you too, bro.
So family,
Appreciate everything.
he's at if anybody wants to know, is that he's at St. Luke's Holy Baptist Church, which is in Long
Long
Beach.
Beach, California, 1401 West 34th Street. Long
Come
Beach,
check him out.
California, 90810.
I endorse Dr.
Yes,
Williams
sir.
because he is not, I've never seen him one time press for money.
Nope. Nope. You don't do that. No,
He
he don't
wants
do
you
that.
to be right with yourself. He made me think.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Roy. Love you, man.
Last words, that a wise man has something to say.
Yes,
A
sir.
foolish man just want to say
Wanna
something.
say something?
God
That's a
bless
good one.
everybody. I'm out.
We out. Go.
Is anybody out there? Hey, tune in. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the homie Big Hank. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy